Hello, Yoakum. Hello, everybody. Yes, I got 'em on. I'm in a pissy ass mood. Nothing's making sense. I talked to this NDOT yesterday, Department of Transportation, and I just got off of the phone with him. And plus, I called Clark County Road Department. That's a bunch of idiots they got in Clark County. I told you people, Clark County is corrupt. Hello, Jacob. Hello, grandson. And they said it was abandoned in 1981. That's a lie. It's not abandoned. Clark County give me the blankety blank runaround. And then the idiot at the Clark County Highway Garage, I'm going to say which one they got to, told me call the Clark County engineer. That's like talking to the hole in the ground. Didn't get nowhere. And people, this is a headache and a half. He said under Indiana law, which the guy at NDOT did verify it, is since you live on the county line road in Indiana, I don't know how it is in other states, but here in Indiana, the north side goes to the other county. The west side goes to the other county. But I live on the south side, but they just mentioned north and west. And I done called Scott County Road Department. You figure, people, there'll be somebody at the county highway garage to answer the phone, even secretary. I've done called twice, told them where I live. I'm still waiting for the call back. If that was a state highway, I would have had no problems. They've been here to clean it off, but they can't use a state highway truck to do that because it's county property. But I did go on YouTube and find some Scott County videos. I left a few comments, told them where I live, this and that. I got a call into the Scott County Road Department and told him who owns the other property next to me because he's a big shot in Scott County. Hello, Richard. And people, I'm upset. I need to go to the store. I got to get some more pet food. And, I'm eating oatmeal, drinking water, trying to save on my Pepsi Zeros. People, it's not fun. Hello, Richard. And I'm upset. Lucky my chest don't start hurting. You people out there knows people that had heart attacks and stroke is not supposed to get upset. This is upsetting me because I can't get out to the store. I got plenty milk, but since it freezes up, they don't get that much warm milk. They just get 2 cups full of food out there in the porch. I gotta get my boots on and get my thing, my big pitcher, put bird seed. They're eating the crap out of the bird seed. And the past 2 days, that squirrel been up there like, moving his tail, looking at me, and I wave at the squirrel. And now the squirrel is hanging up there on the top of the bird feeder eating. And I don't know why the blue jays have to be bullied. Be bullies. I like the red birds. I've always been told red birds is kind of like angels. They're kind of like angels. And, I'm running out of things, the way you all have been in the military, you go through a chain of command. That's what I'm doing, the chain of command. Clark County, the engineer, then I'm going to Scott County Road Department. I didn't get nowhere yet. It's bad, people. Just don't end up in the same boat like me. No money. Think of your future. Get you something that you can push snow. I've seen people with them side by sides push snow. If I had something like that, I probably could push the snow. As long as it's a 4-wheel drive Ford before. Because I got a little hump out there that I told NDOT. I'm not going to mention his name. I thank him. Thank NDOT for doing a good job and helping out, because your records is better in Clark County. Like I said, people, Clark County is a corrupt county. And I was told that they had the hearing, what was it? Yesterday and Wednesday, I think, on Sergeant Tom Higdon. Like I said, if you all got Facebook, I guess they got a search engine. That shows you how much I don't know about it. Type in support Officer Tom Higdon, Hidgon. You can see I'm getting upset because I'm worrying, about getting out. And NDOT cannot find the road that the street sign's on. He can't find it on any map. And since I lived on the old county line road back in the 60s before they built 65, if, Clark County closed this like they said, but there's no paperwork. NDOT can't find no paperwork. I can't find no paperwork. Like I said, I bought this house in 2018, moved in, I think, in February. I think it was January or February, somewhere in there. I went down to the courthouse. I researched the records, But I had a map that's showing Illinois County owned. If it was abandoned, people, that's what I agree. They should. No matter if you're a Democrat, independent, what color your skin is. I don't know how many people use Bing, Bing, I think it's called. They had something that was on Bing that somewhere around Texas, somewhere in that direction. Hello, my name's Tom, just like it is on the channel, Tom. Thank you. And down there around Texas, in that area, guess what? Somebody else got murdered by ICE. You all ain't gonna like it. And what happened down there in Texas, in that area of Texas and whatever state, ICE went there to arrest this guy who's an American citizen. The guy's son, people, I know you all got handicapped kids or adults that's kind of retarded. ICE shot and killed. ICE is immigration cops. Hello, JJ. ICE is the immigration police. I don't know if you watch the news. That's okay. You should be in school. That's one thing I asked, JJ. Will you delete your comment? Delete your comment. Nobody needs to know. I don't like kids, if they're kids, putting their age on. Okay, you asked for it. I told you, do not put your age. You all got to do goofy things, not follow the rules. So, JJ, it costs you 30 minutes timeout. I told you people, I don't put up with no crap. Because I don't mind kids coming up here as long as they follow the rules, YouTube rules, which they got to have their parents and their guardian when they're there on YouTube. That's how come it's set up, not made for kids. I don't mind you all, but I'm trying to protect you all, the stranger danger people, which they teach you that in school. That's probably a police officer pretending he's 6 years old. That's exactly what it is. People, I get these texts that tells me who they are. And that was, I say, 50, or Popo, or police, or ICE. Well, we had snow day all week here where I live in Indiana. I'm about 27 miles north of Luke. You know, I don't mind kids on here as long as they're polite. Cause I have kids help me out a year ago to understand computers. That knew about computers. The first thing they asked, "What do you want to do on that computer?" I know I want 1 gigabyte of hard drive. I want to do YouTube. Uh, I would like to play games. You know, they help us old people out knowing they're not following the rules, but that's my rule. I don't mind them coming on here as long as they follow the rules. He's been told that been told that many a times. I wish I knew somebody that works at Kubota in Salisbury, Indiana. You know, with a bucket and a backhoe on it. I wouldn't mind if it was enclosed because it's snow. That way I could clean my driveway off, get up there, clean the road off, dig my fire pit deeper. But by me can't getting out of my driveway, Clark County is a corrupt area in Indiana, crooked politicians and this and that. They all lie to you. When the state of Indiana people don't have what Clark County has, because they got to keep updates. If they close the road or do something, they have to have records of it for their area. Since this is an access to the state highways right away, it can't be private. It has to be owned and maintained. But Indiana has a law, which I didn't hear of that today. Maybe other states has it. It states if you live on the county line here in Indiana, it don't say where in Indiana, but if you live on the county line, the north side belongs to the other county next door. The west side, that still don't make no sense. The west is that way. Wouldn't that be west and south? And I live on the south side of that county road. You know, people, I know I'm not smart. I'm not smart at all. I do fight for my rights, my First Amendment, this and that. And I took an oath back in 1970 to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. Like all soldiers, all police officers, federal and state, Secret Service. I take an oath just like they did in 1970. You know, I don't understand that, Richard. It says not made for children. How they get around that? How they get around that? Hello, Andrew. How they get around that? You know, You know, I blame the parents. That's where it is, people. I blame the parents. I blame the parents. YouTube, from what I've read, unless I've got to read it 20 times before I can understand it. That a certain age, I think, what is it, 16 and under, 18 and under, so I don't know, that the parent or the legal guardian has to be there and log in. Unless I didn't read it right, I'm not a lawyer. But people, I'm 71 plus years old with 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and back problems due to a 22 bullet in my back. I don't understand why we Americans get treated so bad. You know, I'm trying to get my road cleaned off. My ex-wife says that's county owned. It's, privately owned. All the paperwork I got says it's county owned. It don't make no sense. Now I'm waiting on Scott County, Indiana Road Department to call me back. And I might have to wait until Monday. They teach you in the service to go in a chain of command. It's not getting me nowhere, people. Like I said, I did call NDOT back. And the same guy I talked to yesterday, I talked today. He wished there was something he could do, but the state highway cannot do it. They can't do it. Because other people will get fussing about it. I bet 2-1 if a state employee lived on this road, it would get cleaned off the state highway because he or she couldn't make it to work to clean the roads off. So, people, I want you all to go to Facebook, type in their search engine. I guess they got one. I think my son says they do. That type in the search engine, support Officer Tom Higdon, Hidgon. I support him 100% instead of the merit board. That's where I like to see Indiana change the law that the merit board people has to be elected by the people of that county, not the sheriff. And what I've been told through the grapevine, they're going to wait until February something. Like I say, you have to go to Facebook and type in support Officer Tom Higdon. And his brother was in the military. I think he was an officer. It's up to you all military people, get behind Sergeant Tom Higdon. He'd been suspended, I guess, without pay. And one of the guys who reported him took over his job, just like I told you that was going to happen. Scotty Maples wanted that sergeant to go to somebody else. That's exactly what he did, people. I told you that. You know, but people of Clark County, if he gets fired, get ready to cost your taxpayers millions of dollars in a lawsuit. I know who he got for a lawyer. He does not lose cases. But I will tell you, what I know about Sergeant Tom Higdon, a good police officer. I think I was told 30 years. He can retire. He loves his job. He loves helping your people. We need more police officers like him. I don't know what the merit board would do. If it don't go the way Scotty Maples wants it to, he will fire the merit board. From what I've been told, grapevine, it could be email or, stuff like that. And, but Scotty Maples lost were Underwood, Henryville, Memphis, I say Sellersburg. He lost over 2,000 votes. We see in November, but people's trying to get another Republican to run before February. I'm trying to remember, it's been so long since I've been in politics. I think the 6th, 5th, 6th, somewhere 2nd is the filing deadline. If no Republican comes out, that means he's a nominee for sheriff, who's a crooked sheriff. That's a fact. I've told you, I've been in jail. I seen when the Scotty Maples was a jail guard. I've seen him beat the crap out of inmates. I've seen it. He has no authority of command. He don't know how to do it. Jamie Knoll moved them up through the ranks. Like in some police departments, I say New York, probably California, you have to take tests for like a sergeant or a detective, this and that. I say they do it in New York by watching Blue Bloods. I could be wrong. That won't be the first time. I seen Sergeant Tom Higdon. He was a jail guard. He treated everybody with respect. He didn't beat an inmate like Scotty Maples did. That's a fact. I saw it with my own eyes. I can't remember because that's a long time ago. Long time ago. And I've been on here about 30 minutes, but people, I don't know what to do. I'm waiting on my telephone to ring, which it ain't ringing. I gotta play it later because I can't hear it. I gotta plug my headphones in, so I could hear it. It's an 88 number. But people, I want to thank you all here on YouTube. You're my YouTube family. I know I got my son lives in the next room. He's not smart. He got a high school education. And I've been trying to teach him stuff since he was little, and he still can't get it right. Like I said, you all the closest thing I got to a family. I got I got grandkids. I do have some grandkids that stop by that gets on the YouTube channel, but I don't mention them. You know, like my brother, the a-hole, Robert W. Well, you know the last name. He owes me over $90,000. You know something? He paid Clark County to make the last will and testament disappear from the court records. See how bad Clark County courthouse is? How corrupt they are? You know, because it's in the will. Who can let? Well, there was three of them: my sister, me, and my a-hole brother. Who can ever afford to buy the house has to buy the other two out. Well, my sister died. That means I get her, I get half of it. Well, he done something illegal. I got to check into it. I'm not going to let the kitty cat out of the bag. If that's what I think it is, his butt's going to be in jail. That's my opinion. So I want to thank you all. I'll let you know. I'll be back tonight unless I fall asleep or when I go out there. Well, it's about 2 inches from the bottom out of a big bird cedar. So thank you all. I love you all. Thank you all for trying to help. You're too far away. But you people know people. You know people. Here in Indiana, you all know people that can help. And I appreciate it. Other people like it when you help them. And it's bad. I'm going to take it off of here, unplug it, and show you the snow out my front window. Oh. Oh. Here's the snow out my big picture. See, there's that big bird feeder. And I don't know if that's tomcat or which one that is over there. But you can see where I made a track through it and pushing the snow. I'm not lying. I don't know if I can show you out the side windows because of all the trees. And you might have to blow it up. That's up there at the neighbor's house. It's 2 houses away. I can't make that turn and go up that little incline. And that's one thing I hate about the leaf filter gutters. Look at that. I got icicles all hanging off of my gutter. That means I have to go out there and take a broom. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Margaret. This is Wildcat. There's a Lexi in my bed. Oh, that may be McGee or one of the babies. See, that's the tree I was talking about there. It's like a W. I got to clean that snow off. and put some bird seed in there for the woodpecker. What? See, I'm not lying, people. I'm in the boonies. Up there's the county road. This is the old county road. And the state of Indiana, like I said, they can't find anything on their, I guess you call it GIS or all this. They don't show it being closed or abandoned. They don't show anything from I want to be specific, 1981. It does not show it being abandoned. That idiot at the Clark County Highway Garage, the state got the same thing. I said, it's not closed, it's not abandoned, because there's nothing in the records or the map or GIS, whatever you call it. You know, I like to be honest. People, I need help, and I can't do a cotton picking thing. I know there's people in Scott County, Indiana can help. That's one thing I like about Scott County. They're very polite people. So people, I see you later on. Probably tonight, there'll be part 2. So I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you, beautiful ladies. Thank the subscribers. Thank you very much.